We're live. We did it. We're live, guys. Welcome to the Too Many Records live stream. February 15th, 2019. How are you guys doing tonight? It's wonderful to speak with you on this glorious Friday. I'm a little tired. It's been a long couple days. As TMR Fest is getting closer, I feel like I am definitely losing sleep and stressing in the best way. But it is rolling ahead. And we only have a couple weeks till TMR Fest and a lot of good content to drop before and, of course, after. But today, the focus of this, we'll be talking about this massive stack of records that I think you guys probably saw in the picture. This is one of my largest stacks I've ever received. I'm actually kind of freaking out, and hopefully I can get through all of them. And there will be some I'll probably talk about on the B-side that I'll open and be like, oh, not yet. So hopefully I won't tease you guys that much. Let me say hi to who's showing up. We got King with the capital K. Good evening, Old Fart 62. Mark Griggs. What's up, Sean? George, welcome. Glad you can make the live show. What's up, Angelo? Mark, another Mark. Top Boy is from Sweden. The first time you're watching live. That's funny. Either you're punking me and you're actually Mio, or you're also from Sweden, because I know for a fact that for at least 3 minutes of this live stream, the glorious Mional is going to be watching, because she told me. She's also exhausted and probably going to pass out due to my boring drawl and lack of charisma. But I'm hoping that Mio is secretly Top Boy. She is the Top Boy. Wow, everyone's here. This is great. We got Zach, Eddie, End of an Era, Taylor, Paul. All right, guys, this is enough to get started. So let's get started opening some records, because there's a lot to get through. And I know you guys probably want to talk about that bad boy right there. Who's this? Get that out of here. My beautiful, I believe all of you had a chance to see my video about getting the clear audio concept, which has completely revolutionized my view of vinyl and my collection and things of that nature. My speaker setup is still the same. I am rocking the Polk Signature S15s, which is a fairly good bookshelf speaker, $250, nothing crazy. It is maximizing the potential of them, though, and I look forward to eventually upgrading to nice floor speakers. But that is down the road. Guys, we have busted out the Too Many Records. You know what this is. You know how we do. Shink. All right. This comes all the way from Australia. Major shout out to my boy Mark, aka Record Ho on Instagram. I casually asked him, and this was before realizing that it was going to release both in America and Australia. I wasn't sure, but I said, hey, Mark, will you go pick this up at the pop-up, because I didn't want to miss it. And what happened was he was like, yes, and he had his wife and daughter at midnight. This is how awesome and crazy these Australians are. At midnight, go and pick up this record. If anyone knows what this is, this is you'll see in a second. He actually included another record in here for me. He packed this like a champ, guys. He packed this like a champ. All right, so we have this now. It's a second layer to open. Definitely gonna need more of this. Let's give it a little slice and dice action. And here we go. The two records that Mark sent me. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, Psy Boogie. This is the new single from the upcoming King Gizzard album, Psy Boogie. And I guess Akarine, is that how you pronounce it? Is the B-side. I don't know what it is. I haven't heard it yet. I was waiting to get the 7-inch in. I'm excited to hear this on my new setup, too. It's going to sound awesome. But yeah, I'm really digging this new kind of synthy sound that Giz is experimenting with. Not my... but I do think that has a lot of potential full album to pull out some really incredible songs. So let's put this aside for now. He also sent me, I don't know if you have any Pro 6 record. I guess they only distributed in South America. Got it. I'm not sure, but really cool. If you're sure, this is a really nice kind of old timey. Oh, it's Take Me Home Country Roads. Oh, that's awesome. Cool. So this is a nice little 7-inch as well. Thank you again to Mark for picking these up for me. Very kind of you. Always having my back. He's a great dude. Recommend following him. Record. I think it's record underscore ho. For pancakes is not declaring this a national emergency. I'm not as crazy as some people that might declare national emergencies, but we're not going to talk about that right now. What's up? Portugal is here. Portugal, the man. All right, guys. Whoa, I almost stabbed myself. All right, let's keep going, guys. We got some more records to open. I don't know if I can show you guys every single record in here. Like I said, some will be for the B-side. Paul is going to London and wants shop suggestions. Well, lucky for you, I did a video about 2 years ago where I went to London and documented myself going to the shops. So go back and watch that, and hopefully you can find some good shops to go to. I mean, obviously Sister Ray, Phonica, Reckless Records, some of the best over there, Rough Trade. Yeah, so check that out. Someone just said something I wanted to respond to. What was it? I don't remember what it was. All right, it'll come to me. All right. This looks like a 10-inch of sorts, perhaps. Do we vote this is a 10-inch? I'm trying to remember what 10 inches I would have ordered. All right, guys, Travis is here. All right, guys, 2 things real quick that I want to say. Actually, 3 things. First thing is hit the like button. It helps YouTube see engagement and therefore potentially promote my stream and channel. It's really easy to do. It costs you no dollars. Second thing is I'm going to be unboxing these records and not responding to questions as much. If you want me to stop what I'm doing and answer your question at length, feel free to super chat me. When I see that color pop up, I stop what I am doing and respond to whatever question you have in glorious super chat fashion. And number 3, apparently a lot of people aren't getting notifications about my new videos and my live streams. So make sure you go back and look and make sure the bell is hit. The notification bell is on. I think YouTube randomly turns it off for some people, which is super frustrating when you put out content every week and want your channel to grow. So make sure that the subscription notification bell is on for my channel. It takes you a few seconds, and it'll make sure that you don't miss out on any cool stuff that I put out. All right, what do we got here? What is this? What have I forgotten that I ordered? This happens to me a fair amount. King with a capital K, do not worry, my man. You do not need to super chat to be in here. It is just a suggestion for those that want to frivolously throw their money my way. What is this? Oh, I know what this is. This is a vaporwave thing. This is a vaporwave. Oh, this I can't even show this cover. This cover is vaguely pornographic. There's anime nudity on it. I'm very offended for everyone. I'm so sorry. This is Cyber Club Sensual Loops. It's a really good kind of future funky vaporwave album that was done. I think it's lathe cut. I can't remember. But yeah, I cannot show this. But Cyber Club Sensual Loops. And boy, is it sensual. That is a very aggressively adult cover. But you know what? Vaporwave, you gotta just go with the flow, as Queens of the Stone Age once said. Just once. All right, this big papa right here, or mama, could be either, is a nice. This is a nice Vinyl Me Please box. This thing is massive. Levon, you're asking me if I'm going to sell my Alligator record. Well, considering Alligator is my favorite album of all time, I think it's going to be really difficult. The good thing for you is that it's not hard to find, and you could probably get the green or black pressing for fairly cheap. What's up, Jeff? Good to talk to you, man. It's been a minute. And what's up, Vinyl Freak? Guys, I have so many Vinyl Me Please records in here. Jeez Louise, what is happening here? How many records is this? Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's see what goodies have been. Oh my gosh. Look how crazy this is. What am I? What am I? Who am I? Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. Here's all the things that I've purchased in the past few months at Vinyl Me Please. We have There Will Be Blood soundtrack by the glorious Johnny Greenwood from Radiohead. Hey, Frank's here with the super chat. What's up, man? Frank is flying out for TMR Fest, which all of you guys should be doing if you're champions. but many of you are not, which is disappointing because I want to meet you and hang out with you and let you take home some of my awesome record collection. But Frank will be there, which is great. Frank also supports me on Patreon. If you guys aren't familiar with Patreon, feel free to check that out. Yeah, this is the limited version. I guess I got number 472 of There Will Be Blood soundtrack. And honestly, I didn't love this movie. It was a little too artsy for me. I mean, I like Daniel Day-Lewis, but overall, movie wasn't for me. But the soundtrack is excellent because Johnny Greenwood is just a master. So excited about that. And now we're working with how many of these are. So I picked up the Flying Lotus bundle because I'm a huge Flylo fan, and I have all these records, but not the colored versions. These are now the only versions that are colored of these records. This is Flying Lotus's Los Angeles and Pattern and Grid World, as well as Until the Quiet Comes. If you guys don't know Flying Lotus, amazing jazzy psychedelic hip hop. It crosses and blends so many genres in such a beautiful way. And Flylo is just amazing. All of these are limited to 500 copies, which means that they're really limited. They sold out, I think, less than a couple hours after they announced the bundle. Really excited. I have black pressings of these, and I will be selling them at TMR Fest for incredibly reasonable prices, 10 to 15 bucks probably per. So I'm not trying to gouge, I'm just trying to get them into good hands. This is what I swapped my my Van Morrison for. This is Caetano Veloso. He's one of my favorite Brazilian artists, and this is, I believe, his first ever album. Another VMP exclusive pressing. It's got that numbering on the bottom, which is great. This album was out of print for a long time and recently got a reissue on black vinyl, but VMP decided that they wanted to do a variant like they did with O Cabo Choré by Novos Baianos. I love Brazilian music, as you guys know. Massive, massive fan. So, it looks like is this Third Man Records that did it? I didn't realize that. I guess Third Man Records pressed it. That is their logo. So, this is pretty fantastic. Yeah, I'm excited to spin this. It's been a minute since I've listened to it, and I just love Brazilian music. And then I double dipped on this because it's anything with this beautiful angel's face on it, Sarah Bonito. I adore her as a human. She follows me on Instagram, and I don't know why, because she's very kind. I met her at her first show in LA years ago, and she was so nice. And she was just the Damn It Sandy Artist of the Month, and we've built a friendship ever since then. And she's awesome, and this new album is terrific. Time and Place by Caro Bonito. The back looks a little smudged. Does this look weird to you guys? I don't think that my other copy of it has this kind of like smudging going on. Does this look weird to anyone else? I don't know. Either way, we're spending way too much time on this. Vinyl Me Please, as I told you guys in the past, if you would like to join Vinyl Me Please, email me because I have a rep there that I'm talking to, and we can both get 10 bucks credit for VMP. So if you're thinking about it and you're on the fence, it's a great record club. Email me at tmrmusic@gmail.com. And I will make sure that when you sign up, we both get a little credit, which is cool. So if you're interested in that, we can talk about that after the stream. All right, let's keep going. I apologize. I have a lot of records to get through, so I'm not reading the chat as diligently as I want to. But with that being said, if you want to super chat me, I will see the color pop up, and I will answer whatever question you have if it at immediacy. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate that. I'm glad that I've turned you on to some good music. So this right here is what we in the biz call disappointing. Yikes. So this is an album called it's called Illuminate by Lydia. It has a little bit of got a little damage, a little bit of the sleeve's a little bent, which sucks. But this is the anniversary edition of Illuminate by Lydia. Really good kind of like emo piano, powerfully melodic stuff, like a little more like a little Copelandish, a little May-ish. But I was told it was going to be hand numbered and signed, and it was going to have an alternate cover. But what they ended up doing with this is a huge disappointment. It's just something that you put over it. It's like a wrap. It's a wrap of it. So it's only signed by one member. It looks like Kendrick Lamar signed it, I guess. I'm not quite sure what's going on with this garbage signature, but on the back, it is signed and numbered out of 500, which is cool. And I don't like that it's also kind of split on the side. It was like opened. I don't know what's going on. But the worst part about all this is that the original pressing of this through SRC is constantly made fun of because this is supposed to be with gapless playback to get the maximum effect of all the songs. There's not supposed to be any gaps between the tracks. And the vinyl version has gaps between the tracks, which really takes away from the album's flow. And this, in my opinion, so kind of bummed that is... I'm not going to give any more attention to that, but that's kind of a crappy way to do things, I think. But alas, such is life. All right, what do we got here? All right. What do we got here? Guys, there's still like 10 records that I haven't unboxed. This is crazy. I don't know what's going on. I'm like selling records in next month, and I'm buying records constantly. There's no, I don't know. There's no stopping. I'm a monster. Oh, we got another Vaporwave release, folks. This is a really solid Vapor album that when I saw one up for sale on Crates, I saw that I had to buy it, and this is Beepus. Beepus. A really good Vaporwave release. I believe it's on splatter vinyl. I think it's similar to these colors. I'm not entirely sure. No pornography this time. This is straight Vapor, straight, just good stuff. Yeah, it's on one color splatter, clear sky blue. Yeah, so really good album, and it got funded because a lot of Vaporwave's going on Crates these days. Not everything's getting funded. This one got funded because the music holds up. So another great one. When do I think that Run the Jewels will release a new album? Well, they confirmed it will be this year. I would bet around summertime we're gonna get some RTJ action. That's my guess. All right, what do we got here? What do we got here? Okay, here we go. So this is the Black Friday repress of Athletics. Why Aren't I Home? This is a really good post-rock band. In the Clouds is the label that does it. And this was out of print for a very long time. Thankfully, they repressed it for Record Store Day, Black Friday. It's on this really cool kind of gray smoke variant. And it's just a really good album. So if you like post-rock Athletics, I highly recommend checking it out. Yeah, it's just like I can't really say enough good things about this band, and I was tracking this down for a while, and now I have it. So Athletics, really good stuff. Will I sell records online after TMR Fest? Yes. Any records that are still available after the fest will be going to the group on Facebook. So if you're not on Facebook, email me. But if you're on Facebook, there's a group called Too Many Records Fest. Ask to join the group, and I will be giving first dibs to whatever records remain after the fest in that group. So make sure you're on the Facebook group, and make sure if you're coming to TMR Fest that you join the event and say that you're going. I will ship to the UK. However, you have to pay for shipping, which can be kind of expensive. Did I like your tweet of the Too Many Records logo at your law school? I loved that. I want you guys to put Too Many Records logos everywhere. Very excited to see where else it'll pop up. All right, here we go. That's a beautiful sound right there. That means we're almost at vinyl. It's coming, guys. It's coming. Oh, this was a really interesting buy. I got this before it sold out. I don't know if we have any Young Lean fans in the room tonight. Young Lean is I don't know if he's from Sweden, some Scandinavian country perhaps, but Young Lean is a cloud rapper that has a pretty big cult following, and I have to stop what I'm saying right now because someone super chatted me. Jeff hit me with the super chat. What are the differences I have or have not heard on the new turntable? That is a really in-depth question that I don't know if I can answer yet because I've only had it for about a week. I can say that all of the sonics have improved, whether it's bass, brightness, everything this cart has brought out. It sounds incredible. Like I'm listening to records that I've heard 10 times on my old setup and they sound totally different even with my same speaker and receiver. So yeah, I'll do a video with more detail when I have more time to listen to it. It'll probably be post TMR Fest, just because TMR Fest is taking up a lot of my time. But trust me, there will be a solid review. And let me go back to this real quick. This is Jonathan Leonder 127 Nectar. So this is a project by Young Lean that's kind of not really rap. It's kind of like acoustic guitar, strange lyrics, interesting melodies. It's one of them. I listened to about 4 of the songs before just impulse buying it, because ultimately this was one of the most interesting pieces of music I've ever heard. And I know he has a huge cult following, but this sold out like instantly on his web store when it went up, and I managed to grab it. But it's really cool. If you like Young Lean, it's not quite the same cloud rap stuff he does under the Young Lean moniker, but ultimately it's worth listening to. Oh, Mionel is here. She didn't fall asleep. Mionel is Swedish, and she is confirming. There's about 13 people in Sweden. It's Mionel, Young Lean, Jose Gonzalez, members of the Knife, and that's about it. That's pretty much it's a very small country. They're always queuing up to line up for places. It's really beautiful, but I'm glad that this is a worthy addition to my Sweden music, which is growing what feels like by the day. Is Jens Lekman, is he Sweden too? Is he Sweden? Is he the country of Sweden? No, is he Swedish? Jens, I believe he is. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong too. Is it Jens Lekman? I'm just embarrassing myself right now. Absolutely. All right, guys, let's just move on. All right, here we go. Another amazing record. Yeah, I paid Mio to come in here and confirm if things are Swedish. Mio, is this record from Sweden? This is 36 is the artist, and this is his newest release. It is called Fade to Gray, and this is the limited version on Yellow. 36 is an absolutely terrific ambient down-tempo artist. If you go back into his discography, everything is pretty stellar. He definitely is a standout artist from the ambient world of modern ambient stuff. And all of his stuff is hard to find. Like, most of his records are out of print and go for like crazy money. But this is his newest record. I wanted to make sure I grabbed the limited version because that clear yellow looks just unbelievably beautiful, matches the kind of tones on this cover. But this is put out by A Strangely Isolated Place, which is not only my favorite album by Ulrich Schnaus, it is also a wonderful label that does a lot of ambient stuff. So 36 is the artist, 36, and this is Fade to Gray, his newest album. Definitely recommend checking him out if you're into kind of down tempo ambient stuff. Nothing super it's not super drony or sparse. It's a little more down tempo. Jens Lekman is Swedish. Nailed it. Am I hyped for Tim Hecker's Anoyo? I tell me more about it. Is that an upcoming record? Is that, I know he released Kyoko? What was the one he just released that I still haven't heard yet? Oh my God, double super chats. That's me getting electrocuted by your generosity. What do I think about Macklemore and Dirty Heads? I don't know Dirty Heads. Macklemore, I think, is trash. I don't like Macklemore. I think his songs are cheesy. I think I'm impressed by the fact that him and Ryan Lewis produced their own stuff. I think that's, they hustled really hard to get to where they are, but where they are for me is somewhat mediocre. And I think their songs are more often annoying than they are entertaining. And I'll always hate him for beating Kendrick at the Grammys, the Grammys don't even get me started. The Grammys are an absolute joke. I hate the Grammys, but Kendrick should have won. She got shafted by Taylor Swift and by Macklemore, which is nonsense. I know it's not Macklemore's fault, but if he didn't make that album, Kendrick would have won. Stranded Island, NSYNC or Backstreet Boys? It's a good question. Backstreet Boys, without a doubt. Millennium was my first CD, along with Hybrid Theory and the Eminem Show. Yeah, Backstreet Boys. I have love for NSYNC too, but BSB, man, those hits, the hits just keep on coming. Do I have any Tom Jobim or Joao Gilberto in my collection? I have plenty. I probably have like 10 Joao Gilberto records, and I have a whole bunch of Jobim as well. Will I eventually release more copies of my theme tune to buy after the fest? Oh, this is cool. So for those going to TMR Fest, I am working with Richard Houghton, whose music we're listening to right now, to press a 7-inch record of the theme song to Too Many Records, which is my friend Dylan's song Odd. It's a really catchy, awesome pop tune, poppy, folky. It's just a really fun Vampire Weekend-ish song. And we're pressing it to vinyl. It's going to be available at TMR Fest. I'm going to sign the back and number them. There's only going to be 20 of them. If it does not sell out at the fest, Bobby, I will have the extra copies for sale in the Too Many Records Fest Facebook group. So make sure you're a part of that. But I feel like it will sell out because there's only 20 copies. But yeah. Anoyo is a new Tim Hecker album or B-sides. All right. I mean, yeah, anything Tim Hecker I'm interested in at the very least. I have not heard Panda Bear's new album yet, even though I like Panda Bear. All right, guys, we still have a ton of records to open. I'm getting distracted by your wonderful questions. FMK, Kim, Courtney, Chloe. Oh man, that's so offensive. Like, do I have to answer that? You super chatted me. I guess I don't know the Kardashians that much, to be honest. I don't know much about them beyond Kim, so I would say I'd marry Kim, and then I guess the other two, it's a toss-up. I don't really know them well enough to have instincts about their personalities. I just know that Kim is a good wife to Kanye. She respects him, and they love each other. This is something I've been tracking down for a while. This is an amazing Australian band called the Paper Kites. This was their wonderful album 12-4 that predated their album that made it really high on my list last year for best records of the year. This is 12-4, and I've been trying to find the purple record for a while, and I finally found it. Boom. Look at that glorious purple. Yeah, they're just amazing. The songwriting chops of the Paper Kites is just, they're just wonderful, and it took me forever to find this. There's also a glow-in-the-dark version, but glow-in-the-dark records sound like butt. So I don't want it if I want to actually listen to it, which I totally do. So yeah, Paper Kites. Let's keep going though, guys. I gotta speed up my. There's some slack. I gotta put some. There's too much slack in my Mac right now. I gotta speed it up. I'm sure your questions are lovely. I need to just keep on. Like still 6 more records after this. Guys, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. There's so many records to unbox. This is a record that I just overpaid for, but not really. I underpaid for the market value, but I overpaid based on what it originally went for. But man, I've been wanting this for so long. This is one of my favorite albums, and it's the only limited version of it that exists. It normally goes for triple digits. I spent less than that, more than 50, less than 100. Let's just say that. But I missed this when it went for sale. On their store, but now I own it. This is Justin Timberlake's Future Sex Love Sounds, one of the best pop albums of all time, unequivocally. I will put this up there with Thriller. I will put this up there with the best pop records ever because Justin Timberlake is the Prince of Pop. He really is. And this album is just so good. I love this and Justified and 2020 Experience. But this is the gray marble version from Vinyl Me Please. There's only 1,000 copies, and it sold out in like an hour when it went up for sale. And I've never seen it for under 100. And then some dude put it on Discogs for a price that I was like, all right, I might never see it again. So I mean, this album so good. Future Sex Love Sounds, Sexy Back, My Love is amazing. Love Stone, What Goes Around, Damn Girl, Losing My Way. Yeah, this is so good. The Prince of Pop is Prince. Prince is not necessarily pop to me. Prince is kind of rock. Prince is a rock star, more so. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm probably going to spin this very soon, like maybe tonight, because I've just been waiting for so long. And I don't know if the original had this beautiful, thick gatefold, but this one has a really nice, amazing packaging job. I'm guessing it's the same. Actually, maybe not. Maybe I'm trying to remember. I don't know. I don't know. But let's keep going. Oh, this is awesome. This was a lucky Reddit grab. So on Reddit, I picked up from this guy, very affordable compared to what it goes for. This is, I believe, a Record Store Day release from maybe 2014, maybe even before that. This is Death Cab for Cutie's only live album on vinyl, featuring the Magic Magic Orchestra from 2012. Just an amazing compilation of songs, and apparently this pressing sounds phenomenal. I've not heard it yet because obviously you guys just saw me open it, but I got this for I think it was like $45, and it goes for like 90 plus, like maybe even over 100 usually. But yeah, the songs that he chose for this compilation: "Stay Young, Go Dancing," "What Sarah Said," "I Will Follow You Into the Dark," "Tiny Vessels," "Transatlanticism," "No Joy in Mudville," like some really, really solid Death Cab songs. And I'm just stoked to give this a listen because Death Cab is a really great band. So yeah, this is a super rarity that I picked up on Reddit. Like I'm telling you guys, stay on that Reddit. It is so good for deals. Yeah, Scott, you should have bought it. Now I have it. But yeah, I was super glad that I was the first one to message about this. Jeff with another super chat saying, PSA, Pearl Jam are the ambassadors of Record Store Day this year. And that is absolutely true. I could not be more elated. The rumors are swirling that they're going to be releasing their live at Easy Street Records show from 2005, I believe. And that would be amazing. That's an amazing set list and an awesome show. So Pearl Jam will hopefully put out more than that. I'm hoping maybe we get a 7-inch, maybe we get a repress of, I don't know, Lost Dogs or Benaroya Hall. I mean, I'm doubting it. Those would be some crazy things, even though I already have Lost Dogs. Benaroya would be, that's my grail of grails. So, yeah, we will see. But I'm super stoked that Pearl Jam were selected. We're hoping to get another album from Pearl Jam this year too. So this could be the year of the Jam. Although last year was for me because I got to see them live for the first time at their Seattle shows, those legendary 3.5-hour shows. I was 6 feet from the stage on their second night where they played for 3.5 hours, and it was the best show I've ever seen. Just wonderful. So. Have I spun my Momo yet? My Mo Shop? No, I haven't yet. I haven't had time to spin as many records as I want to lately because, like I said, I've been working overtime for Too Many Records Fest. My regular job is I do digital marketing when I'm not doing this. Oh, this is something that I can't show you yet. Down the road, folks. Make you watch the B-side. Can't give everything away. All right, let's keep going. You're in Midtown New York City. Essential shop to stop at. I would hit the East Village. I would go to A1 and Academy for sure. Do I know if the first pressing of Nirvana Unplugged was released on white vinyl? First pressing, I'm not sure. I think it was on red, maybe. I'm not sure. Managed to track this bad boy down, limited to 250 copies. This is the limited green version of Open Mike Eagle's What Happens When I Try to Relax EP. I bought the regular standard black, but I missed this Fat Beats exclusive, and I managed to get it for like $5 more than face value. I have no idea why it was so cheap. There's actually a bunch of copies on Discogs last I checked that it's about $25-$30, and this is going to skyrocket. 250 copies of an awesome Open Mike Eagle project, it's going to be gone. So if you like Open Mike Eagle, you like awesome modern hip-hop in the underground scene, you're going to want to jump on this EP, get that green vinyl before it's too late. All right, we got more, guys. There's more. I'm not even done. All right, what have we here? Oh, yeah. So something that's been plaguing me as a vinyl head and a Sufjan fan is that I have had a lot of trouble tracking down a good pressing of Seven Swans. I bought one maybe 4 years ago, and it was super noisy. Like the pressing was garbage. And then I bought one that was supposed to be a better pressing last year, and the pressing was it was like warped, and the sound sounded weird. And I was like, all right. So I finally managed to track down. This is an original press on Burnt Toast Vinyl, which is an awesome label that I've purchased some other records from. Original press of Seven Swans. I'm hoping that the original press actually sounds good. This setup will be the test. If it does not sound good on the clear audio, it doesn't sound good anywhere. But this is such a beautiful folk album. This is one of Sufjan's best by far. And I just want a clean copy on vinyl. I just want one with no cracks, no pops, just like pure sonic brilliance. And I'm hoping that this is the one. We will see. I won't know until I try, but I will be trying soon. So I'll keep you guys posted. Check my Instagram for updates on that. All right, what do we got here? I don't even know what this is. Did I order this? This might have been a record someone sent me. Super confused. Oh, this is from Warner Music Group. They might have just sent this to me as like a courtesy or as a kindness. I don't know what this is. Does anyone know this album? Tom Sonny Green, High Anxiety. It's on double vinyl. Looks like a gatefold. I don't know anything about this record. If someone knows it, please let me know what it is. They've piqued my curiosity. The art is like vaguely alt-J-ish. I don't know what this is, but yeah, if anyone knows this record, tell me something about it. Otherwise, I have no idea. It's definitely a record. James is coming in with the hot takes. 100% a vinyl record that plays music. But I don't know, man. It's just, it's probably cool. I'll listen to it. I have nothing to say about it because I don't know what it is. And then finally, last but not least, this is a cool one. If we have any EDM fans in the house, and I'm talking about good EDM, not obnoxious EDM, this is the only EDM artist that I actually enjoy, and I recently picked some stuff up about them. All right. I was elated to find that recently, as of a week ago or less, this actually got here lightning fast. I ordered this really, really quickly. Anjuna Beats repressed this absolute gem, Above and Beyond Acoustic. This is acoustic renditions of some Above and Beyond's amazing kind of like progressive trance electronic music. And this makes their music even more beautiful, I think. Their acoustic album is just terrific. This was going for hundreds of dollars. And I remember looking about 2 weeks ago and trying to find oh, wait, hold on. Mio just said something that piqued my interest. Tom Sonny Green. Yeah. Is that the drummer? Yeah, Tom Sonny Green. Okay, so didn't I say it's alt-J-ish? I think I said that verbatim, and wow. Yeah, so Tom Sonny Green, if it's alt-J-ish at all, I'll definitely be into it. Experimental ambient, that sounds right up my alley. But let's get back to this real quick, because this is the last record before I could just chat and not run my mouth. Real quick, everybody hit the thumbs up button. We have 93 people in here, which is awesome, and 27 thumbs up. So this is Above and Beyond Acoustic, and while I was at their store marveling at the fact that they finally repressed this, and I didn't have to impulse buy it for $300, I also picked up Acoustic 2, which I have not heard, but if it's half as good as Acoustic 1, it's probably going to be terrific. And then I also picked up, and I don't know why I did this, I just got really swept up in buying things one day like a psychopath. This is Above and Beyond Acoustic live at the Hollywood Bowl. I guess I felt some affinity towards the acoustic series, some affinity towards Hollywood, even though I hate the Hollywood Bowl. And this is, I guess, a bunch of acoustic songs live, which is really cool too. So now I have all three of the Above and Beyond Acoustic albums, and I am a little broker for it and a little happier for it. So there we go. That was a massive unboxing. My head hurts. I can't do any more unboxings. We are now putting this away. We have finished the Richard Houghton album, but I'm about to switch over to a little All Guitars 2 action while we discuss, while we talk about some stuff. So, all right, guys, let's just chat now. Let's just talk. Let's just level with each other. Deadmau5, Orbital, The Prodigy, Propellerhead, Jean-Michel Jarre. I like those artists. Those are not EDM in the way that I was talking about the Tiesto, David Guetta, Bass Nectar, Zed EDM. I'm not into that stuff. Illinois or Carrie and Lowell. They're very different albums, but Carrie and Lowell is my favorite Sufjan album, so I have to go with Carrie and Lowell. Thank you for recommending our vinyl collectors. You got an HFM cassette. I remember when that guy put up the post with the Haircuts for Men cassette, and I was like, man, someone better snag that. That's a crazy price for it, because Haircuts for Men has stopped doing the project, so all of his stuff is probably going to skyrocket in price. Tell everyone to follow Mio. Everyone who's in this chat is following Mio already. There's no way they're not. If you aren't following Mio on Instagram, you're missing out on face and body paint mastery of album covers, hot takes on music. She's pretty much the female me. So if you like me, you'll like her. Do I like the format? Some of their songs. Not a huge fan. I like the format way more than fun. Have I watched Bohemian Rhapsody? I have not yet, but I'd like to. Paul, I think that you should save up that $35 for the London, because yeah, you're going to spend a lot of money in London. What kind of music are albums I just got? Can you be a little more specific, Mark? I just showed off like 20 albums, so I don't know which one you're talking about. Johnny Winter, yay or nay? I'm not super into Johnny Winter. I don't know too much of his stuff. Röyksopp. Röyksopp is great. I like Röyksopp. Do I know the Unwed Sailor? I am unfamiliar. Maybe a few Green Presidents can change your mind. That's funny. Check out the self-titled record by Mouthful of Bees. That sounds interesting. I like the name. That's a pretty vivid. Am I going to start painting my body for display? No, I will not, because it's just going to look like colored blobs that aren't anything. But I would let Mio paint me, because she's very talented at what she does. How's the new turntable? Oh, you mean this thing right here? This beauty? I am loving the new turntable. The clear audio is just lives up to its name. The audio, clear. Just unbelievable. I don't know. I love it. And I can't wait to do more videos talking about it. Have I listened to Bring Me the Horizon? I do not love Bring Me the Horizon. I don't do Screamo. Thomas, where did I buy the Above and Beyond albums? Anjuna Beats just restocked some of them. So go on Anjuna Beats site. It's not terrible to ship them overseas. Did I pick up the Avril release today? I'm not at a point in my life where I'm listening to Avril Lavigne. My second favorite rapper. Well, first is Kanye, so second is... early Eminem, but he fell off so hard. Kendrick's up there, Lil Ugly Mane's up there, MF Doom's up there. It's tough. There's a lot of ties for number 2. Hot take of the stream is that the recent popularity of vinyl is a double-edged sword, having both quality and availability of certain releases, but better, but also bigger companies more exploitable. That's too much for me to see. Am I seeing, you guys are talking so fast. Give me a second. Seeing King Gizzard again this year. Maybe, possibly. My priority is to see my boys Vampire Weekend this year, ideally at Red Rocks. Any vinyl records I buy, do I prefer the first pressing or the reissue? That's a good question. I usually like a first pressing, but if there's a really cool reissue that either is a remaster or an analog pressing or even like a really cool variant, I'll probably go for that. What speakers do I use? I use Polk Signature S15s. They're good for what they are. They're, you know, mid-tier bookshelf speakers, low to mid-tier, but they're better. You look at reviews of them, people are just elated by them for the price point. You just tuned in. Can I reopen all the records I have? No. But this live stream will be live in about 15, 20 minutes on YouTube where you hopefully thoughts on Clips, Hell Hath No Fury. I mean, I love Clips. Pusha T, Malice, they're the dream team. Let's get Malice back. Sid Barrett solos. What do I think? I think that Sid Barrett's extremely talented, a little unhinged on his own. I think the other guys in Pink Floyd kind of reeled him in a little bit for those first two albums. But they're good. The Madcap Laughs is good. Tupac, Andre 3000, Kendrick, all good options. Did I hear the new John Bellion album? I don't like John Bellion from what I've heard. Mio is not better than Matt. They are both awesome. Thank you. I agree. We're great in different ways. Kanye hired Kenny G for Valentine's Day. I think that's an epic present. I don't know if I personally would be a fan. I'm not a huge Kenny G fan, but I guess Kim is. Am I accepting credit cards at TMR Fest or cash only? Good question. Cash and credit cards. So any way you want to give the money for the records, I will be prepared to take it. If I could have Mio paint any album cover, what do I go for? That's a of the National 7-inch of Exile Vilify. Let me make sure it's what I'm thinking of, the cover. Yeah. The cover of the 7-inch of Exile Vilify. And you know what I'm talking about. Any thoughts on Scallops Hotel teasing a new album? I will take any Scallops Hotel without a doubt. Joy Division or New Question? I love them both. Joy Division might take the cake. I like that kind of darker sound. Neutral Milk Hotel fan? Yeah. Actually met Jeff Mango. An Elephant 6 t-shirt for me, and I have it still, which is great. Albums that grew on me in 2018. I don't have an answer for that off the top of my head. Thoughts on the last Nas album released last year? I loved Nasir. People hated it. People said it was garbage, but I thought the beats were amazing. I mean, obviously Kanye produced it, and then I thought his raps were good. I mean, he's not rapping about being like this. He's not rapping about the street anymore. He's rapping about eating fine dining around the world because he's earned it. He's reached that level of his life, so it's fine. Favorite Mos Def album? I mean, Black Star, if that counts, but if not, I don't know. It's such a toss-up. Can't even pick a favorite Mos Def album. My first introduction was the New Deal, so that's always held like a special part of my heart. Where was You Won't Get What You Want on your albums of the year list? I don't even know what that is. I have not listened to Kid Cudi's Speeding Bullet to Heaven because I hear it's bad, but I think I should give it a chance because I love Cudi. Have I heard any rumors about RSD releases this year? The only rumor I've heard is that Pearl Jam might be doing Live at Easy Street 2005, I think, which would be great. Just tune in. What's up, Kiefer Dog? How's the new Clear Audio concept? Initial impressions are that it is one of the best turntables I've ever personally spent time with, if not the best. It's beautiful. It's right there. It's literally changing the way I listen to some of my records. I listened to My New Job Is Metaphorical Music as my first record with the table. And like, I'm not even kidding. It sounded sonically different than when I listened with my Pioneer. I heard more things in the mix than I heard. Like, I don't know how. I feel stupid because I don't know a lot about audiophile terminology, but I will say that I how much clearer, crisper, the highs and the lows, and everything was just a lot more in your face than my last turntable. Any chance on a segment where I review your music? If it was out on vinyl, yes. If it was not out on vinyl, no, because my channel gets views based on vinyl stuff. If I talk about music, especially unknown music, it's going to get like no views, and it's going to hurt the algorithm of my channel. I will not be accepting Bitcoin. Good call. You called me on that. Yeah, I've tried listening to Daughters. Daughters is not my thing. It's a little too heavy for me. All right, Mio. So you know what I'm talking about with Exile Vilify. One of those face masks, and let's do it. I'm in. It sounds like a date. Jazz. You discovered jazz a few years ago. Miles Coltrane. Yeah, those are the classics, man. Did I have my last turntable properly tuned like this one? It was tuned, but not from someone as smart as Sean was in that video. It was just a guy who was working on my receiver. He tuned the turntable for me as well. But still, yeah. Pusha T was not album of the year. Daytona was amazing, but it was not album of the year. Kanye should have won producer of the year over Pharrell. That makes me furious. Favorite Nujabes album is a toss-up between Metaphorical Music and Modal Soul. Favorite genre to listen to on vinyl. I love folk. I love down-tempo. Ambient can be frustrating because if there's any surface noise or imperfection in the record, it drives me absolutely nuts. But a good pressed ambient record with a really quiet noise floor is just terrific. Billie Eilish, yay or nay? I've never listened to Billie Eilish. I don't know anything about her. Radiohead, worst to best. I won't do it. Should you use the magic eraser hack? Are you talking about cleaning your stylus with a magic eraser? I used to do that, and then the guys at Audio Element told me not to do that, and I trust them, so I cannot, with good conscience, recommend using the magic eraser to clean your stylus. I will be accepting beaver pelts at TMR Fest, absolutely. Discount, actually, for beaver pelts. Do I hope Eminem will release Slim Shady LP2? I sure hope not, King with a capital K, because Marshall Mathers LP2 was hot trash, so why would he desecrate another classic? No words yet on more Nujabes on vinyl, but I would bet with how well Metaphorical Music sold that we'll be seeing Modal Soul this year. That's my guess. It's a hot take. You cannot ship out a nice turntable like this without with the settings staying intact, unfortunately. You'll probably need to go get it retuned at a hi-fi shop if you get one shipped. Amnesiac is like my last if I had to pick, so I'm angry that you're saying it's number one. I feel like you're trolling me. And that's not to say I dislike Amnesiac. Amnesiac is terrific, but it's the bottom. And we're not counting Pablo Honey. Pablo Honey is obviously the worst Radiohead album. Still a good alt-rock album, but yeah. Best festival lineup of 2019 is Best Kept Secret Fest, which I really would like to go to, but I probably won't have the time or money. The recommendation for cleaning one Stylus audio elements. There's like a fluid you can use, a brush, a little tiny brush, and they have it for sale. They actually gave me one. I've never used it before, but apparently it's great. There's also apparently like some kind of like lower the stylus into that they sell. I don't know. They were talking all kinds of stuff. Have I listened to my Samurai Champloo? I did on my Pioneer. I haven't busted it out on the Clear Audio yet. I will not send it to you, though. Sorry. Am I into crate digging, finding random obscure records no one has heard of, or do I mostly do new releases and popular stuff? Good question. I like a mix of both. I like what I like. I like exploring the genres I like and discovering obscure records within that genre. I also like weird oddities. Like I have a record that's about how to teach your parrot how to talk, and it's hilarious and random. But yeah, mostly I like the music I like, and I try to track down the records that mean something to me and that I like to listen to. Have I checked out any of the Chill Hop releases? Yeah, I actually, if you have any Chill Hop records and they're hand numbered, that's thanks to me. I talked to the guy who wrote that after his first release, and I gave him the suggestion to hand number them. thanked me, and he started hand numbering all of them, and he hasn't sent me anything for free, which is a bummer, but such is life. Oh boy, I feel like I've been talking 55 minutes straight, and that's because I have. I'm going to take this moment to thank you guys for coming in the live stream. TMR Fest is coming up March 9th in Los Angeles. If you don't know about it, there are videos on the channel about TMR Fest. Make sure you check them out. I'm going to be having the album Leaf, Tiny Stills, Fort Vine performing. I'll be selling over 1,000 of my personal records. I'll be there with some sweet TMR merch. We're doing lathe cuts. We're doing dad hats. We're doing enamel pins. It's going to be awesome. And hopefully many of you can make it there. So even if you can't make it to TMR Fest, I recommend joining the Facebook group, not the events, but the group, because I will be selling the remaining records from the fest in the group after the fact. Ooh, Christopher Lauer with the greatest female artist of all time question. How does one even begin to answer that question? You could say Joni Mitchell. You could say Joan Baez. You could say St. Vincent. You can say, there's so many options. I don't know. It's real tough. You could say Nina Simone. I would definitely not say Adele. Adele makes awful music. There's so many amazing female artists throughout history. I don't think I could rank them. You could say Missy Elliott. I would put her in the rankings. Missy Elliott has changed the game. Hip hop producer. I mean, absolute brilliant. Thank you for answering your question and being the best kept secret on YouTube. I appreciate that. I would like to not be the best kept secret. If you guys have any idea how to not be a secret, I've been doing this channel for 4 years and I feel like the channel is still tiny. So if you guys have any sick ideas on how to get my stuff out there, that would be rad. Because, you know, I'd like to not be a secret anymore. I'd like to be a musical standby. I want to be talked about in the same breath as The Needle Drop and Hot Ones. Will I sell the dad hats online? Yes, we are making enough dad hats that we will be selling some online as well. I'll make sure that you get one, James, for sure. Did I see Fantano's interview with George Clanton? I have not yet. I want to, but fun fact, George and I were supposed to sit down for an interview a few weeks ago, and we both were too busy and missed it. He just moved to LA, so I'm hoping to get a video with George as well. But Fantano kind of took the wind out of my sails because he did it already. You just saw my new record player video. Thank you, man. We'll take a look at the new record player right there. She's beautiful, isn't she? I can't wait to give it more listens this weekend. I'm going to spend a lot of time prepping TMR stuff. Next weekend, Chris and I are sitting down and we are pricing and boxing all of the TMR Fest records. I'll probably do a couple live streams during that. It is going to be wild. It is going to take us 2 full days at least. Whew, it's going to be tough, but I'm excited to get all the records in boxes and kind of actualize that. It'll make it feel more real that I'm going to be selling 1,000. What happened to my old turntable? Old Faithful's in the closet. I haven't gotten rid of it. A, too sentimental, and B, just you gotta have a backup. If something ever happens to my clear audio, I want to have a way to play records, and that's what my Pioneer is for. So, hey, Leah, you caught it just at the end. I'm going to be ending this in just about a minute or two. I apologize. Hope that work was good. What are some records that I want to be on vinyl that aren't on it yet? I was thinking about this the other day. I can't believe Fountains of Wayne, Welcome Interstate Managers, one of my favorite power pop records ever, is not on vinyl. Almost all their other records are. Where's Welcome Interstate Managers? Where is it? Why is it not on vinyl? Why is no one pressing this? Why am I not pressing this? Frustrated. When am I going to pick up a Macintosh tube amp? I don't know, Ted. When are you going to super chat me $10,000 so I can pick up a Macintosh tube amp? Think about that one for a second. All right, guys. Final questions. I'm ending this in a minute. Thank you all. Make sure that your subscription bell is turned on for my channel. YouTube has turned off the bell for a significant amount of people that subscribe. I do not know why. I don't understand why they did that, why they're trying to hurt me. Why YouTube, why are you trying to hurt me like that? But thank you all for coming in. I hope you all have an excellent weekend. I'll probably drop another video with Sandy this weekend of her doing some random picks. And yeah, thank you all. I look forward to hanging at TMR Fest. And make sure you're subscribed to Too Many Records if you're not yet. Thanks for Mio for coming in and being entertaining. All right, guys. Have a great night.